So I use loads of buildings in my youth work that I do, and some of that's a really, really good thing. I think it's wonderful that the youth project is in partnership with the churches, so we use the Methodist Centre and use St Matthew's, and that's good. It's good, I think, for Christians to rely on each other and be connected. Lots of ourselves meet in people's homes, and that's a really good thing. But I would say the challenge is not necessarily, so we have our regular group of work set up, and we have training sometimes, and I think for one-offs you can always find somewhere. That's not really a struggle. But when I think about developing the work and doing new things, finding a space that week in, week out is free on that night is hard. So Methodist Centre, a Totally Tuesday, we are literally leaving the hall as Pilates people are coming up with their mats, and that's pretty much what it looks like, I think, most nights. So I just thought off the top of my head that 3 things that in the last month have come up for me and it would be great to have space for. So the first one is with GNG. James and I would love to get the young people together to do our music practice, but that takes a lot of room. We've done that in our back bedroom, which is currently being plastered, and it's not big enough really, so to have room to do that would be brilliant. Romance Academy is starting again this term, and I had a conversation with Glenda, who's the youth worker at Moortown, and we would love it to be at Moortown, Moortown, to kind of get that sense of we're doing this together. And it's fine for it to be at Moortown, but it'd be wonderful for our young people to understand that there's that connection and to have a space, but we haven't really got anything to offer. And the final one, which I think is just so exciting, is off the back of going to Source Saliva and some of the other things that young people did over summer. We were chatting as a cell on Thursday, and they were saying that actually they love to do events where we invite people, where they invite their friends, so we'll kind of pray for one person, invite them. So we're in Henry Greenwood's lounge, and there's already 10 of them, and 3 of us as leaders, and it's packed. And then you think, well, where do we have a space where we can have that one person that we try and regularly, I don't know, do an alpha course or do something else where there's actually that space to invite people. And I think a sense of space is important in many ways. I don't know if you've been to Moortown Baptist, but this seems like a really small thing. But I love that when you go down their corridor, they've got massive photo frames with loads and loads of pictures of things that they and people have been doing that year. And I miss that, and it feels like a tiny thing, but I think it would be wonderful to invite people into a space and it's like, yeah, this is what we do. To have young people come to something social and see that there's cell groups and these are pictures of things that we do. So it's kind of a really visible presence, and I think we're missing out on that.
The other 2, just very briefly, would be to refer to CAP, and we've had a CAP centre now for, 10 months, and we're getting to do client events, and that's increasingly need to find venues to do client events. Along with the CAP money course that we're about to run, it's currently going to be in a house. It's so fair with more people if you could do it in another venue. And the other thing, apart from CAP to mention, was unison with house groups. It's at the bottom. If you're a house group, you'll be privy to this conversation. You've probably discussed in your house group about how your house group can actually be more involved in mission. And there's this beautiful thing kind of dovetailed in my mind at the weekend away at home when Ruth Mary was speaking, when she told that story of her interns, the ones who stay behind and work for the church for a year. And she said that a number of people have commented to her about the amazing increasing growth in faith these young people have had while they've been interns. To which Ruth, in a way that only Ruth can kind of rock from do, she said, well, of course they have. Of course they have. Because regularly they've had opportunities to risk their faith in difficult situations and share decent things for them. And we recognise that as house groups, we kind of hide away from it by doing our learning. Whereas Jesus, God, his learners, his disciples, out there risking faith and growing that way. And it just seems to me that if we are going to pursue this agenda of seeing our house groups as places that involve more in mission activity, then some space to facilitate that spark ideas, oh, we can do this, would be a great idea. This week, we're asking you to pray and to fast from today through to next week. To make sure you've read material about space and mission, there's stuff on the website. If you come to the website, speak to Dave Small, but read through that stuff and you've got it. Speak to someone. If you're not clear on what's being communicated, then speak to someone. Ask one of the leaders. Speak to Gary or Steve or someone on the space team and just be clear about what exactly they're proposing. Ensure you're present at the church meeting together. a week on Tuesday, 21st September, at Stairhead Hall, we are meeting to decide about this. Or if that's impossible for you, ask to meet in the office for a voting slip so you can be included. We don't want this to be a decision made by Ash, by the leadership team, by a subset of people who choose to go to the church meetings together. We want everybody to be part of this. It's a big decision and it's for church members. Looks like there could be some new members coming on stream just in time to make a decision. But please, it is impossible for you to get there. It's kind of 3-9 would be, please be there. Then get a voting slip so you can be included. In your notice sheet, you will see that lists opportunities, not just in house meetings this week, but other opportunities for you to meet together at the office and various houses to join and pray this week about this important issue. And we're going to pray about that right now. So let's pray. Father, somebody came up to me before the second half and says, I'm doing creche, but I'm sorry I can't be with you because this is really important and this has the potential to be a really significant and exciting couple of weeks for Chapel. And Father, I pray that we don't miss this opportunity. I pray that we would really listen to you and listen to our Father in heaven, who from the pages of Scripture we tell we might give good things to our children, but how much more then does our Father in heaven give good gifts to his children? A Father who's predicated on going out and seeking the lost, a Father whose passion is for those who do not know him to come in, a Father who speaks parables of good Samaritans, binding up the wounds and healing the brokenhearted. And Lord, we know that's mission, we know that's what Chapel are called to do. And so we need to work out whether this idea that has been presented substantially in our life, whether this idea is really your good and perfect will for this church or not. And would you help us to be faithful in our seeking after you in this matter? And would you help us to be clear as a church? And may we have peace and clarity about what you want from us, so that the story of the journey of this church and our God can continue in the right way, in the way that you want it to. Speak to us afresh this week, Father, we pray, as we listen to you in Jesus' name.